Hey, welcome to Coach's Corner, everybody. This Monday night is the Goode and Faithful Servant show. Every Monday night, my good friend and former teammate at Alabama, the great Kerry Goode, him and I deep dive into his book, Goode and Faithful Servant, and we take a couple chapters every week from his book. His book is divided up into days, I think around 196 days. So we take a couple of days, and he picks subjects and titles for the book. This episode is brought to you by Hill Kelly Dodge, our title sponsor. Also want to thank the Seiler Agency, Ronnie's Car Wash, Pensacola Glass, all those longtime sponsors of the show. Without them, this just wouldn't be possible. You know, folks, here on Coach's Corner, we try to inspire and educate the mind to think, the heart to feel, and the body to act. Hope I didn't scare you. All right, so tonight we're gonna tackle a couple subjects. Day 57, actually, in Kerry's book. And this is titled, Oh, Well, but you'll understand in a second. With AI technology, Kerry can think his answers. I read his chapters, send them off to him as questions. And Terry, with the AI technology, is able to answer in his voice. That's right. So this is his own voice. So, he's lost his vocal cords, every muscle in his body. And matter of fact, the second subject today, we'll talk about his smile, how he's losing even his smile. But let's get on with the show. Day 7, titled, Oh, Well. These are in Kerry's words. Remember, my granddaddy used to say this when things didn't work out to your liking. Basically, he was saying it happened, accept it, move on. Oh, well, he said, oh, well. As a captain of teams that I played on, I've had to use oh well approach to being in those leadership positions because some of your responsibilities of being a captain require it. In this role, you have to, number one, and Kerry talks about leadership here. Number one, he says, remind players of commitments and reinforce team structure. Number 2, connect with your teammates on a daily basis to ensure that all players feel valued members of the team. That's right. Every single one of them, from the star down to the offensive lineman who get no ink, down to the walk-on who is on the practice squad in the dummies, in the scout teams. So you got to make sure you do that. All right. Kerry goes on to say number 3, keeping practice environment productive, energetic, and efficient. All 3. Number 4, keeping locker room talk and banter productive and motivating, win or lose. Yeah, that's right. That's what leaders and captains and guys do. Win or lose, you got to keep the locker room, right? You hear everybody saying, keep the locker room. All right. Kerry goes on. Says, just like sports, we lose our motivation and productivity when things don't go according to our plans in real life. My favorite saying is, quote, you've made one mistake. Don't let that one cause another. Things will always happen beyond your control. Don't dwell on it. That's how Kerry ends the chapter. All right, Kerry, here's my first question, buddy. Hang on, let me get down to the questions. This is my first question for you. Kerry, I played cornerback, free safety, and strong safety, and I felt your pain when you're switching positions. As a leader and captain, you must put others first. Teammates elected me captain, and the 84 Iron Ball was my biggest honor I ever got in football. Kerry, talk about switching to fullback in the 4 characteristics of a leader that we mentioned.
Hello, everybody. I hope you had a great Easter. It's a pleasure to be back with you again. To answer your question, I firmly believe that every organization, company, and team should teach a class on leadership. True leadership is not just about holding a title. It's about stepping up, embodying commitment, and fostering a sense of unity. From my own experience, I found that being a leader requires specific qualities. Just as mentioned, when I was elected team captain, I took these responsibilities seriously, but being a leader also meant putting the team above myself, and that lesson was cemented when I switched from tailback to fullback. The decision to switch positions did not come easily. Before the season began, I had a conversation with Coach Bill Curry about the idea. At the time, I was recovering from knee injuries and, truthfully, I was ready to move on with my life. I almost walked away entirely. something I now realize would have been the biggest mistake of my life. Thankfully, Coach convinced me to return for a fifth year, and I learned a powerful truth. Just because things do not go your way and you are offered an easy way out does not mean it's the right decision. As a fullback, I became the lead blocker for Bobby Humphrey. Watching him achieve All-American status and to become a Heisman Trophy candidate wasn't always easy. I played with a chip on my shoulder and quietly waited for my moment, but I now see how God was orchestrating a bigger plan. My blocking ability caught the attention of NFL scouts, showcasing my versatility and ultimately leading to me being drafted. This journey taught me to trust the process, even when it's hard. Leadership means sacrifice, but it also means embracing the opportunities God places before you, even if they look different from what you envisioned. At the end of the day, it's not about glory, it's about the growth, the lessons, and the impact you make along.
Yeah, God's lessons, a different version than what you imagine. Blessings in disguise, which we've talked about a few times on this show. You mentioned schools and organizations should teach courses on leadership. Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't understand why it's not even taught in high school. And organizations should have leadership, leadership courses for their team, for the whole team, especially for the management team. All right, playing a position you didn't prefer is a lesson in leadership, team first, all the sacrifices that you have to do. Those are good life lessons. All right, buddy, let's get into, let's see, my question number 2 in the same chapter, Carrie. This is question number 2 for you. DBs get beat quite often, and it is in front of the whole stadium and everybody on TV when failure happens. Short memories are paramount to being a great defensive back. I had to live with it, and then I had to teach it. Talk about flushing the last play and how to refocus quickly.
Let me share something that's helped me throughout life. This simple principle. You made one mistake. Do not make it two because you are still focused on the first one. It's a mindset that's carried me through challenges, and I hope it resonates with you too. I learned early in life the value of having a short memory when it comes to mistakes. My mom taught me that. She had an oh well attitude that left a lasting impression on me. She was fearless when it came to trying new things, and when they didn't go as planned, she didn't dwell on it. Instead, she would shake it off, say oh well, and move on. She didn't let setbacks hold her back, and that has stuck with me. The truth is, life is full of unexpected twists. Plans fall apart, challenges arise, and mistakes happen. But here's the thing. You can't keep moving forward if you're constantly looking back. Focusing on what went wrong only holds you in place, while your goal continues to drift further away. You've got to learn to let go, not of accountability, but of the weight that keeps you tied to failure. Dwelling on mistakes blinds you to the opportunities still ahead. Recenter yourself on your goal, because that's where your energy needs to go. One of the greatest lessons I've learned is that it's okay to fail as long as you are willing to keep trying. When bad things happen or plans shift, you can shake it off, reassess, and get back to pursuing what matters. Success isn't about never failing. It's about refusing to let failure define you. So, when life throws a curveball, embrace the oh well mindset, regroup, refocus, and keep your goal in sight. You've got too much ahead of you to let one mistake slow you down.
Wow, that's great advice, Gary. My gosh, focusing on only went wrong holds you in place, unable to move on, you say. It's okay to fail as long as you're willing to keep going. Great stuff, Carrie. All right, let's tackle the second subject for today, the pencil smile. Everybody's wondering what that is. But, this is pretty interesting to me, and here we go. I noticed, this is Carrie's words again, I noticed I had to work a little harder to smile. ALS has already taken from me my control, most of my voluntary muscles, but the loss of this muscle probably will hurt more than my ability to walk or lift things with my hands. I've noticed my smile has become lopsided. I knew eventually this day would come. I guess you're wondering why losing my ability to smile would mean so much to me. Well, researchers found that the physical act of smiling not only created internal positive feelings, but it also caused participants to see the world around them in a more positive way. At this stage of ALS, I think I'll revert to the old grade school trick, holding a pencil in your mouth widthwise to force a smile. A glad heart makes a cheerful face, but a sorrow of heart, the spirit is crushed. Proverbs 15:13. Wow, Carrie, that's awesome stuff. Happy Easter, buddy. I hope you had a great Easter. All right, I never knew how important it is to smile until I read this chapter, Carrie. It reflects from your heart and your disposition is built. I know our shows have been serious in nature, but let's smile, laugh more. It's good for the soul. Right, Carrie?
I've always believed in the power of a smile. It's not just a physical expression. It's a reflection of what's happening inside us and around us. But as ALS continues to take control of my voluntary muscles, I've noticed that even smiling has become harder. My smile has grown lopsided, and while I knew this day would come, losing the ability to smile feels heavier than losing the ability to walk or lift. It's because smiling means so much more to me than just moving a muscle. Why is smiling so important? Researchers tell us that the simple act of smiling triggers positive feelings within us. It's like a ripple effect. Smiling not only improves your mood, but also shifts the way you see the world. Suddenly, the weight of a difficult day feels lighter, and the people around you seem a little kinder. Smiling becomes an act of hope, a reminder that beauty can still be found even in the hardest moments. I think that's why I'm determined to hold on to it, even if I need a little help, like using the grade school trick of holding a pencil in my mouth to force a smile. You'll do it. The cheerful heart gives life to the face, and the spirit follows. Proverbs 15:13 speaks to this truth, reminding us that joy starts within and radiates outward. At this stage of life, especially with ALS, smiling feels like a choice to embrace positivity, to find light in dark moments, and to refuse to let hardship take away my joy. It's also a gift I want to share with others. A smile, even a small one, can brighten someone else's day. It can remind them that there's strength in staying hopeful and spreading love. So, you'll keep smiling however I can, for as long as I can, because when the world sees your smile, it reflects the resilience, the joy, and the faith you carry inside, and that's worth everything. Never underestimate the power of your smile. It has the ability to transform not only your day, but someone else's too. Keep smiling, no matter what.
Wow. Holy macaroni, spaghetti, and pasta fazool. Carrie, I never had any idea how much a smile meant to you, but when you said the loss of smiling probably will hurt more than my ability to walk or lift things with my hands. Wow, Carrie, that was powerful. Good stuff, man. Smiling is a reflection of what's happening around us and inside us, you said. Smiling is an act of hope. It's a choice. A smile has the power to transform your day and someone else's day. Cheerful heart gives light to the face, and the soul will follow. That's what you said, Carrie. Great wisdom, brother. Man, what a great day, huh? Thanks for watching the show, Goode and Faithful Servant with Carrie Goode. I am just your host, Coach Tripp. Hope you have a great sports night, everybody. Tune in every Monday as we tackle Carrie's book, Goode and Faithful Servant. And stay tuned for these great messages from our sponsors. Without these people, this just wouldn't be possible. Have a great night, everybody. So long. Remember, smile.
Arbitrium Consulting for all your fencing, landscaping, pressure washing, tree trimming needs. Call 850-483-0350 for your free estimates. Serving Pensacola, Gulf Breeze, Navarre, Fort Walton, Destin, Perdido, Gulf Shores, Foley, and the entire Gulf Coast. Arbitrium Consulting is owner-operated, fully licensed and insured. Call today, 850-483-0350, the official landscaper of Coach's Corner.
For 30 years, you have seen the orange Beck signs all over the Gulf Coast listing a property for sale or lease.
Beck Partners is your trusted advisor in commercial real estate, property management, commercial and personal insurance. Senior Vice President David Valletto has been with Beck Partners since 1989. Take advantage of his wealth of knowledge by calling him today at 982-7352. 982-7352. Extensive experience in all aspects of leasing, sales, management, and site selection will make sure your expectations are exceeded.
My name is Steve Reynolds. I'm the manager and owner of Cordova Lanes, and we help keep your mind out of the gutter. Cordova Lanes is part of the community of Pensacola. Being here for 43 years, we've entertained more people than any other bowling center in the city. We sell fun for a living. Cordova Lanes is located at 2111 Airport Boulevard in Pensacola, behind Cordova Mall. Come on out and see us at Cordova Lanes Bowling Center. Thank you.
Did you know there's a place where you can get good neighbor service and surprisingly great rates on your home and auto insurance? Yep, and that place is, ta-da, State Farm. Here's the deal. State Farm agent Will Rentschler is your go-to agent in Pensacola, Florida for the service you deserve at the price that you want. So stop shopping around. State Farm agent Will Rentschler has you covered. Call 850-433-4678 for your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Legal disclaimer, individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.